Each year, the World Championship qualifiers produce some of the craziest shots of the season, as every professional snooker player outside of the top 16 tries desperately to make it to the crucible. So I'm going to recreate these ridiculous flukes and crazy pots as accurately as possible in the fewest possible attempts. And that means we're going to be able to find the craziest shot of the World Championship qualifiers. But we're going to begin at the slightly milder end with shot number 11 from Junhui and work our way up. This was his match-winning pot against Tian Pengfei, an impressive shot under the circumstances. He then followed it up with a win over David Lilly to make it through to the crucible. I was hoping to get this on my first attempt but just rattled it, so I had to settle with 2, which isn't bad from here. Shot 10.
Allan Taylor pots the yellow and manages to get the cannon to finish on the green here and complete an impressive clearance to win on the black against Michael Judge.
The yellow and green are particularly good shots because the clearance didn't look on when he got to the table. I am looking to repeat the cannon from yellow to pink and green and leave myself a chance to clear the table. This needs to be played with exactly the right amount of left-hand side, and with the yellow being so close to the jaws of the pocket, it was really difficult to work out where the cue ball was going to end up. I nearly got this on my 4th attempt, but unfortunately the green went safe. I discovered later I was playing this shot a little bit too hard, but on my 6th attempt I managed to finish in just about good enough position on the green to scramble a clearance together. This was relatively tough, but from now on things get harder. Shot 9.
We're only 3 shots in and Jamie Clarke's got this cheeky double to qualify through to the crucible. However, he gets it off 2 cushions, not just the one, and ends up on the floor.
After narrowly winning his previous matches, this reaction was understandable, although Graham Dott didn't seem that impressed and left in a hurry. I'm also looking to play the treble, although I'll actually be attempting it, and just stun the cue ball to the side cushion. I'm going to give the face plant a miss though. Shot number 8.
Allan Taylor again now with a chance to get through to Judgment Day and complete an impressive win against Ricky Walden.
He only needs the red to leave Ricky needing snookers, but manages to find his way onto the pink by coming off the jaw and getting through a really narrow gap. I'm just looking to pot the red and finish in position on the pink somehow, which in itself is really difficult because you have to hit the shot really hard because it's quite straight. After going in off on my 2nd attempt, I was pretty happy to pot it again on my 3rd and finish in good enough position to at least pot the pink. Shot 7.
This next shot from Duane Jones is a complete fluke, but I reckon it's doable. And as a lot of you have been encouraging me to have a go at some of these, I thought this was a good opportunity.
From now on, the shots really do start to get harder. I'm not just looking to fluke this brown into any pocket, I'm looking to fluke it into the same pocket that Duane did. And if I do that, then the cue ball should end up roughly in the same place. I could have played this with a trace of left-hand side if I wanted to, but I decided I'd be better off playing it plain ball. I'm looking to hit the brown about half ball on the far side to hit it onto the cushion and back across the table into the opposite corner pocket. However, this was proving a lot harder than I thought it would be. For some reason I thought it would be fairly easy to hit the brown on the right side every time, but this wasn't proving the case, and it wasn't until my 17th attempt that I fluked the brown into any pocket, although I went in off at exactly the same time. The reason this isn't further up the list is it didn't turn out to be that significant. I knew this was going to be a difficult shot, but I didn't expect it to be this tough, so it's probably a little bit harder than a few shots coming up.
Yes! Didn't think that was going to be possible.
Shot 6.
Michael White now qualifying through to Sheffield, currently as an amateur with this impressive win over Jordan Brown.
This is a great match-winning shot under the circumstances, as after he dropped off the tour, a lot of people didn't expect to see Michael back. I think I slightly misjudged the position of the black here and got it a little bit too far from the pocket, but I was still happy to get it in 2 attempts. Shot 5.
Liam Davies manages to find the right line around 3 cushions to get this cock-tack double in the first round. I'm not sure whether or not he played it, especially considering the pinks there, but we're giving it a go anyway.
I'm looking to use topspin to hold the cue ball on the cushion, and I slightly overdid this in the end, although I was pretty happy how quickly I got the shot. Normally this could be a contender for the cheekiest double, but I don't think it's got any chance against the shot we saw from Jamie Clarke. Shot 4.
This, however, may be a contender. Ashley Hugill with yet another double to qualify for Sheffield, and this one really didn't look in until it dropped at the last minute.
Close. He's missed it. Oh, he's got it.
Yet another ridiculous match-winning shot on the black. I was trying to get the double at exactly the same speed. To do so I needed to strike the black about halfway to the right-hand side. It was just a little bit thicker than half ball. A couple of shots in, I knew exactly where I needed to hit the black, but I just couldn't quite get the cue ball there. I thought I was hitting this one a little bit too soft until I saw it back side by side and saw it was roughly at the right speed. So when I eventually got it, it was time to cue the music.
Both of these shots were for a Judgment Day win, so I'm going to give them each 5 cheeky chilies. Ashley Hugill's shot was clearly harder, but Jamie Clarke's was a complete fluke the way he played it. And I'm going to give him the win because he nailed the face plant at the end.
Shot 3.
Okay, that's enough flukes. Jackson Page now on the yellow with what was clearly the best pot of the qualifiers.
He may have already won the match against Joe Perry, but potting the yellow down the cushion at that speed needs extreme accuracy. This isn't going to be easy. I was close on my first few attempts, but it just shows how accurate you need to be from this position. But for whatever reason, I couldn't work out why. I just couldn't stay still, and I kept twitching every single shot. Considering all of this, I was pretty happy to get it after just 8 attempts, and I know the audience would have appreciated this as well if they weren't preoccupied about going to the Crucible next week and hunting pigeon.
After we find Manos from Xanthi, Greece, we've got a Marco Fu shot coming up. There we go.
Shot 2. It's good to see Marco Fu back, even if we do have to recreate this outrageous fluke. This was a good hit from the snooker and it needs a lot of right-hand side, but to find exactly the right angle to knock the red in the middle pocket looks incredibly challenging, if not completely impossible. My plan was to try to play exactly the same shot every time, to spin the cue ball to exactly the same place on the top cushion with right hand side, but just change the speed of the shot until I end up potting it. More speed meant more right hand side when the cue ball got to the top cushion and it would straighten up more, hitting the red thinner, and less speed would mean less right hand side and that would cause me to hit the shot thicker. However, this wasn't working out as well as I'd hoped, and it seemed a bit hit and miss where the cue ball ended up. I think I misjudged this one and it was a little bit easier than a Duane Jones shot, but in the end when I got it, I think this was just more luck than judgment.
After we find Darwood from Balapur, Pakistan, all we've got left to play is the David Gilbert shot. There it is.
Shot 1.
This may look complicated, but all we've really got to do is play the blue onto that jaw so it comes across here and into the pack of reds. And as long as we do that, the cue ball's going to come around 2 cushions and hit the pink. What could go wrong?
If I can hit the middle jaw, all I really need to concentrate on is getting the right amount of top spin and side spin to hit the pink.
Oh, that was close. Might just need a few more tries. This can't be harder than the Duane Jones shot.
So unfortunately I haven't got that shot right yet, which is a pity because it was clearly the craziest shot of the qualifiers. and if I got it in time, there was a couple more flukes I could have had a go at, but it's going to have to wait until after the World Championships now, where we'll be recreating the best shot next week. But if you can't wait till then, have a look at these two videos where we recreate the best shot from previous World Championships. And remember, don't just watch, play, and make the commitment to becoming a better player by subscribing to the channel and visit the website. See you later!